Tomorrow, I will be showing off our new black version of the exotic technology. I told you, sorry about that. I told you that when God blesses, He blesses, and we already have it right here. The recipe was already given to us um, this morning, along with making the new technology under the I think it's the LT caramel, which is that light technology that produced that amazing contrast level. Well, here you go. You got another one for you right here. This is the black version of the exotic, right there. We'll be showing this off tomorrow. And probably tomorrow we'll have another two more on top of that one. As I told you before, we're going to bury you in technology. So we're going to have 30 before the summer even hits. And this one's all ready to go already. God, it's amazing. I told you. By the time the summertime hits here, you naysayers, I'm going to bury you in so much technology, you wouldn't even know where to begin and where to end. So now we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we still have the 17s we haven't even tested off yet. And you think you're going to catch up. I'll have another two more tomorrow, and another two more tomorrow, and another two more tomorrow. I'll bury you into so much technology you wouldn't even be able to begin. You wouldn't even know where to start at on what we do. And then out of nowhere, I might even come up with an 18 or maybe a 20. Who even knows? I told you we're already future proof. We got technology already set aside already for 2022, 2023, already set aside. And it's easy. Every time I show a container, it turns out to be something amazing. Look at that. We just did this one. Which one did we do? We just did this one right here. The LT caramel. That screen is so light, but yet pulled up the most amazing contrast levels for a screen. Like I said, I could take your technology and I can put it against its own self. 20 minutes. No sooner than I just finished that one, this one was already completed. I told you, can't stop God, and you can't stop what He's doing. It's a shame, and it really is a shame at the end of the day, that your little email comments and all that, you spend all this time just trying to take down my company, and God keeps blessing my hand with even more advanced technology. Oh man, it's gonna be a long road for you guys. When the summertime hits or we get to go outside and play, man, you're gonna see stuff you've never even seen before. Screens are gonna pull up images outside on levels that you've never seen ambient light technology ever work before. As I told you before, we're engineering our own form of gain. And you saw that sun killer, direct hit from sunlight. There is no screen on the planet that could take a hit like that. Trust me, I've done the research. So we start going over into the field of leaving this alone for a while and start concentrating on engineering our own gain, then you think what would happen. We could develop technology to develop boosters. You know what booster technology does? That means we can develop a technology that you can spray over top your everyday screen to advance it to make it better. Just a spray to do it. We already have it. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, actually, today I got to come on to the demonstration for the customer's screen, but we'll be on tomorrow to actually show off this bad boy. I'm just here thinking, God's talking to me, He's telling me some things. Y'all got your work cut out for y'all. Y'all still got to catch up. Got a way to go. Every day I come out, I can bring out another paint. I can bring out 3 or 4 of them in one day. And each one will basically show something that you've never seen before. And keep in mind, each one of these paints, when they come out, they do a 3-screen certify. From the door they're developed, they bring out a 3-screen certified, which means we line them up against 3 certified screens, something you don't do. We can toss them in fully lit environments. We can throw them outside and they'll still thrive and still produce images. Got the live demonstrations to back up every last demonstration. Y'all can't even begin to even walk on that level. Pretty soon we'll have enough colors to fulfill the entire NFL football team, where any person who has a man cave can get a screen painted to match their man cave and their team. We are the only company that has color screen paints because we put our trust in God. So like I said, at the end of the day, y'all try to take out the 12. The 12 sell by the masses. You try to mock our technology. We design things that you couldn't even understand. And like I said, I still got 17s over here I haven't even touched yet. The 17s can go up to 20. We can put 20 contents of tables, which means each one of these forms of technology can actually grow into something else. I could change this into 4 different forms of technology, and still each one would be different from the next. That's the mindset intelligent that God has given me. We have challenges. I've been out there since 2019. Never met. Everything I do on an everyday basis are challenges to you guys. There's a screen right there, blue screen. I can sit right to it next to a window in eco mode, and I can still watch my movies and whatever I want right from here. I get up in the morning, I can open up my curtains, let the sun come in, the light come in, hit my screen, and watch Batman. Can't do that. I can display Starfield demonstrations. I can walk through my entire house, and every last screen can fire up, and I can show you demonstrations that bounce off my ceiling with the light powered on with no problem at 1,000 lumens. So this is the reason why the naysayers are upset. We set the bar too high. It's way too high for them. Instead of them rolling up their sleeves and putting in the work, they want to complain about us. They want to complain how hard we work. Because we get up early in the morning, because we get the job done, that's what they're complaining about. That's what they're upset about. That's why they're constantly in my business trying to worry about what I'm doing and what I'm about. You know how sad that is when you're constantly in my business all the time? Trying to figure out what is Mr. Bird doing today? What is Mr. Bird designing today? Upset and angry over that. Grown men and women sitting in your homes angry because what? I'm African American. Is that it? We're going to get hard down to the truth because I'm black. Not a lot of people of my color in my field, in this field. There isn't. So which one is it? Or you just hate me for the simple fact that maybe because I'm a Christian man, because I love my Lord. Could that be it? Whatever it may be, at the end of the day, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to develop technology. And if you don't like it, then you need to roll up your sleeves, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, and you need to work a little harder. It's not my fault that you're basically lacking behind in your technology. You need to work harder if you want it. I got to put that message out there. I laugh when I get these emails. You know what happens to your emails when you send them to us? We got a place on our website where people can come and read your emails to show people how ignorant and how threatened people are by our technology. There's a page on our website we're designing for you guys, especially for you guys. Just show your videos that you broadcast about, everything. You're being displayed on that website for all to see all over the world, to show people exactly how much these people hate us because how hard we work. You see that little document that I put down at the bottom of that last video? Copy and paste and see where that sends you. That's a document from Screen Innovation. Yeah, Screen Innovation, who sent us an email saying your technology looks promising. So we couldn't care less about your little comments about, oh, it looks like this and the other. We got big companies that are interested in our technology. Yeah. That's the problem when it comes down to. You follow the old tradition of having these screens sitting in these dark, poorly lit environments, claiming to be something that they're not. You're not pulling up any real images at all whatsoever. You're using high power projectors to pretty much mask what your screens can't do. You don't show any real kind of OLED or black contrast demonstrations. Where's your color patterns at? Can you bring up colors like red, blue, green, orange? Can you bring any of those colors up? How many sample sheets do you own? It's crazy. I couldn't care less. I know the people. Partey, one of them. You go on Partey's channel, all he does is talk about us. Every time we develop a screen paint, who comes out and tries to do a review against our product? Crow. Oh yeah, we got tons of videos on that one. Matter of fact, there's a video of them taking our product into Home Depot and Lowe's. You seen that one yet? Oh, you haven't. All right, we'll post that one there too. So at the end of the day, you have to understand, people. We don't care. We don't care about your comments. Repeat your naysayers. We don't care about your comments. We don't care about this, that, and the other. We don't care. You don't get under my skin at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'll be up tomorrow morning, early again, showing you off new technology that you've never seen before. And we'll keep doing that. As for you big companies out there that have problems with the fact that we can develop technology that won't cost our customers $5,000 or $10,000, you're going to have to deal with it. That's all to it. Or you just got to up your game. Develop and make better technology. That's what you're going to have to do. I can put a challenge out tomorrow, and I guarantee it won't be met. We can put it out there for 1 week, and I guarantee it won't be met. And I'll tell you what it is. That sun killer demonstration, that direct hit from the sun that screen took, do the demonstration. Post it at the bottom. See how many people put the links. See if you can do that demonstration. A direct hit from sunlight. And we're not talking about the screen in the glass. We're talking about outside. Show me that demonstration. And if you can't show me that demonstration, then, well, you need to work harder. That's what you need to do. Because y'all come in my channel. I don't come in y'all channels and talk trash. I only pop up and look at y'all YouTube channels as I breeze by, see what you're working on, out of curiosity. Other than that, I don't go into your live chat. I don't go in there and put comments and that. I don't do none of that stuff. I don't make up fake pages about y'all. I don't take your products down to Home Depot, Lowe's. We don't do that. I don't got no time for it. But every time I turn around, we develop something. Y'all, every time I turn around, y'all be like, oh, his paint is this and his paint's that and he's making this and making that. That's sad. That really is. If you can't show them God's way, then the best thing to do is just to ignore them. Oh yeah, we are ignoring them. If I didn't ignore them, let me tell you something. Like I said, if I didn't ignore them and I basically took interest, like I said, I could buy their technology and reverse engineer it. I can make their product far more advanced than what they're doing. I can look at their demonstrations and I can see all the flaws in their technology, and I know how to advance them. I know how to make them better, much, much, much better. And if I did pay the attention, if I did take the time to take the attention, I would buy your products and advance them, make them better than what they are before, and then put them against your own product. I will obsolete your own technology with your own technology. And I would charge far less for it. I will run it through all the tests that your screens can't do, and it will pass every last one of them. I will obsolete your own stuff if I took an interest. I could easily get rid of it. It's not hard to do. But I don't do that. As I said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So I can't do that. But at the end of the day, like I said, I've set the bar so high that there's nowhere in the world you can even catch one of them. These screens, like I said, all these paints you see before you, 20 minutes to design this technology. And each one of them has an interesting design that they can do that their screen paints can't do. Look at the color of this weird stuff right here. Look how amazing this looks. And this can produce bone white levels, contrast levels so dark you would think that screen was black if you were staring at it. And yet other screens don't have that capability. They can be tested at anywhere between 3 to 11 certified screens and pass. They can do demonstrations outside at 13 feet back on a projector of 1,000 lumens at 600 by 800 res 720p and produce a star-filled demonstration that will allow me to sit right there, view that screen, and watch my screen in the next room over there. Technology that we're developing that takes a direct hit from the sun, absorbs it at 1% without the screen fading out or washing. So no, we don't, at the end of the day, you don't bother us. We just put that out there so you can know exactly what you're dealing against, what you're up against. Now, once that 21 comes out, you want to play with us, then we'll take all your screens and we'll buy them and we'll put them out in the element where the 21 likes to play. 21s can play outside in direct sunlight. Can your screen do that? Because if you want, we can take you outside and put you up against that sample sheet we got right down in the basement, and you can do that screen at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with a direct hit from the sun. It's kind of quiet. I have your paints here, Crow. I have all of them here. I do my research. I told you. Matter of fact, I got paint being shipped to me right now. I had a fellow coming to buy your paint. It's coming to my house as we speak. I bought it. It's coming here, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm not interested in the paint. I'm not. I'm not interested in the container. You'll see the box when it gets here. It's your product. Someone just ordered it from you, just sent it. We got a tracking number, confirm it's on its way. I'm not interested in your paint. I already know how it's going to react when it gets here. I don't care about that. I want the address that's on the box. That's what we want. So thank you so much for the purchase. I reimbursed the customer on the money. It was already sent to him. And we have your address coming here soon. That's so my other people can get involved and take care of this matter and get it wrapped up. Yeah. Like I said, you'll be receiving a letter very soon from the attorneys. And in order for us to obtain that information, we needed an order to be placed. So I had a customer place an order, and you let it go through, and it's on its way. So as I said, when a container gets here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that container of paint and I'm throwing it in the trash because we don't need it. There's no disrespect towards you, but that's to show you that we don't need to test your product to show that it comes anywhere close to ours. We know what it is already. I can tell by looking. I can tell what's in it. I can tell what's designed. I know already from the door. The simple fact that, like I said, that you had a YouTube video. You had a YouTube video showing your customers how to make your product for free. You deleted the video. You deleted the video because you didn't want anyone to know how close that stuff came to your product. But we still had the video because we recorded it. We recorded and we made the paint directly the same way you told us how to make it. That's all we did. And it matched your personal mix perfectly. And it did, which means you were scamming your customers all that time. Just because you deleted a video doesn't mean it's no longer there. We have that video here. That's why you won't test any of your products against that free mix that you were giving away, because it will match directly the same. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I have to do what has to be done to protect my company. I have to file the lawsuit. It has to go through. It has to be done. I did give you a chance. I did turn the other cheek. I did extend an olive branch to you. I did tell you if you mind your own business, we wouldn't follow through, and you didn't. You slammed me and came after me about my green paint and my pink paint, and now we have to go out and we have to do what has to be done. And next time you send me any more fake emails on people you have emailing my account about them being lawyers, all that's being forwarded to an attorney. All that's evidence. That what's coming up against you is the fact that you slandered our company, that are used our copyrighted logos without our permission. The Instagram account that you actually are posting at me, that's identity theft right there. There's a charges right there that are going to be brought up against you. Can't make an Instagram account and pose as somebody else. And we have I went and screenshot, before you blocked me, I went and screenshot conversations that you were having with potential customers on how you were carrying on, posing as us, talking as if you were us. We have multiple displays of our logo that is registered with the U.S. government, of you basically using it without our permission. We didn't give you permission to do that. So like I said, take it as a joke, have your fun, but you'll get that letter pretty soon. And when you read through it, the attorneys are going to ask to call. You may want to call you or talk to you about what's going on. From there on in, you have to get an attorney because you are going to court. That's going to happen. As for Mr. Partey, your channel's already been observed. Keep in mind, we might decide to file a lawsuit against YouTube, Instagram, and all those other channels who allowed you to be able to use their platform to spread false rumors about my company. Or we can ask for a change of a favor for them to ban you for life. You can't go around doing that. That's like me going around and taking a logo of Coca-Cola and posing as their president and coming in and giving customers bad and false information and slandering their logo. I don't have a right to do that. That logo has a copyright attached. There's a trademark attached to it. But you just go too far with stuff. So like I said, you brought it on yourself. That's all I can do is say about it. And for anybody sits there and says, well, you're supposed to be a Christian, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. Yeah, I did turn the other cheek. When I went out there and I basically told him if he mind his own business, I wasn't going to hit him with a lawsuit. And that's all he had to do was be quiet, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything, work on your craft, do your reviews, what you do with your products and stuff like that. Mind your own business. That's all you have to do. And he couldn't do it. So I had to do what has to be done. I'm pretty sure if I came over to your house and I came in with a battery ram, took your door, knocked your door off and do a flashbang in there, I'm pretty sure you would want me arrested by the end of the day, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. All right, then. Then guess what? Same applies here. Same applies here. All right? So, like I said, my customers understand because they call me and tell me, hey, Mr. Berg, you're right by doing this. You should have sued him a long time ago. We didn't sue him a long time ago because we felt sorry for him, because for the simple fact that I felt sorry for you because I felt that your family should not be subjected to your nonsense. You know the kind of crap you got to go through when you have somebody who's constantly taking your product and mixing it with stuff and slandering your name and saying nasty things about you constantly on their YouTube channel. And you have every right to sue them, but you don't, due to the fact that you don't want their family members to go through the nonsense that this dummy is doing. And I call him a dummy. Because if you had any respect for your family like a real man, you wouldn't be doing this nonsense. And you wouldn't be putting them through this nonsense. And that's the reason why you didn't get hit with a lawsuit. You know, that video came out in 2017. 2017, you made that video of you going into Home Depot. And in 2016, we filed for a copyright. You see where you messed up at? Now, if you had did the video and we did the copyright like on the 8th, like on 18, then that would be kind of hard for us to be able to nail you on that, because that copyright was designed after you committed that. But that copyright was designed on the 16th and you did it on the 17th. And I even sent this man paperwork. Yeah, I contacted Crow and explained to him his situation. And he contacted me, and we have emails on that. We have email conversations back and forth. I've saved them. And our email conversations, we've talked to him and we explained to him, look, man, you don't want to do this. This has a registered copyright attached to it. He didn't believe me. I even sent over the paperwork, the same stuff you see when I type up all that information. We sent that to him, explaining to them, you do not want to go down this road. Don't do this. Did it anyway. And now when he gets sued, he's going to sit there on YouTube and he's going to cry and whine about how it's not fair and how we're doing him wrong and this, that, and the other. How we're treating him, that's what he's going to plead. Yeah. And anybody else who feels a need, and we're going to make an example out of him, because anybody else that feels a need to do the same thing, you can't seem to mind your own business and do what you need to do. And if you feel the need that if you want to do side-by-side demonstrations, I don't care. At the end, if you want to do side-by-side demonstrations, I don't care. That's what everybody does. We do that against Elite Screens. Pretty sure Elite Screens probably got a few of my stuff over there. He's probably messing around with. Everybody does that. But it's the way you go about it. It's the way how you do it. I don't mind doing the side-by-side demonstrations, but when you're mixing my stuff with black paint and you're doing demonstrations, making my screens look like they're dark and they don't show up, then that's wrong. You cross the line there. You did that with that company called Lux, I think it's called. I messed the name up so bad. It's Luxini. He did a false demonstration against them, and the fellow caught you on it, and he put you out for it. He called you a disrespectful liar for doing it, because when you did that demonstration, you reversed the opposite side of the screen, which was the side of the screen that was not supposed to be used. It was the other side, and by you turning it over, that's why the screen came over darker, and he caught you on it and busted you on it. Called you a disrespectful liar, not to be trusted. He knows you too. You have a habit of basically taking people's products and tearing them down and trashing them to make yours look better. You do that. You have a reputation for it. And that Instagram account, like I said, I might get you a little jail time, because I am going to request that from my attorneys, that they seek some jail time for that. That's identity theft. You're not supposed to do stuff like that. When you practice outside those lines, let me explain something to you. I'm sorry, I'm not talking to you right now, dude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful and all, but I'm just speaking my mind here. When you practice outside those lines of business, even if it's just a person you're doing business with, another company, if I'm doing business with another company and say me and this company, we part ways, we this, that, and the other, that's the end of it. I don't care about what they're doing. Pretty sure they don't care about what I'm doing. I'm not going to take their information. I'm not going to say their stuff is this, that, and the other. It's none of my business. You just take things too far. So by you doing what you did, by putting my information out there, oh, that's going to be some serious time right there. You're going to get right there, buddy, alone. Like I said, I would really seriously sit down with an attorney and tell them, look, okay, I went out there, I want to go too far with this guy, I did this and the other, and ask them, what are your chances of winning in court? They're going to tell you you're screwed. Sorry, my French, but you are. You videotaped yourself doing it. Seriously. But, like I said, you go too far with stuff. A little side-by-side demonstration, I don't care. And if you sat there and said, well, hey, look, it's this, that, and the other, but it's not my cup of tea. When I did your test with your stuff, I said there right from the door, it's not like our stuff. It's not pulling the contrast levels. It's not pulling the colors. We did all the tests. It does work. It does pull an image, so on and so forth. But it's not like our technology. That's the end of it. You couldn't tell with that. You have to figure a way. And we have keep in mind, people, you have to understand, we have text messages from Fernando Gonzalez. We have text messages from him. We have text messages from threatening to tear my company down. We have threat messages threatening to trash my company, calling me a scammer, this, that, and the other. Keep in mind, when you go to court, my lawyer's going to ask you, he's going to ask you, show me evidence where Mr. Bird is a scammer. Show me proof. He may even have you, I might even have him make you paint my screen in and do a demonstration of my own screen paint that's untampered with. Like I said, at the end of the day, we don't care about what he's making. We don't care about what he's designing. We don't care. He's just so obsessed with what we're doing. He just can't get enough of it. Eventually, you doing that Home Depot thing and between that Instagram account, and like I said, the sad thing about this particular individual, even when I extended the branch, man, to give you a chance to mind your own business, when I gave you that chance, you had an Instagram account posing as me, going around carrying on behind my back as I was trying to extend my hand and say, look, mind your own business, keep to yourself, and that's the end of it. And he was doing it for a while. He was doing it for a while. For a while, he wasn't talking about us. He wasn't doing any demonstrations or tampering with our products or nothing like that. He was minding his own business. We were monitoring your channel the entire time. And you weren't doing anything. No, you're monitoring your channel. And even we had an individual came to try to start some nonsense. About, oh yeah, Crow this and Crow that. Look, we ain't talking about Crow today. We're not having that conversation. I gave the man an ultimatum. He's quiet about it. He's minding his own business. He's staying to himself. We don't care. That's exactly what I said on camera. And all that time, when we gave you that extended hand to help you out, man, you came in and did this Instagram nonsense against me. You got nobody to blame but yourself. Did it to yourself. That's all. So like I said, every morning I'm going to keep getting up and making my product. Every morning I'm going to keep getting up and doing what I do until God tells me, hey, guess what? You're not making paint anymore. You're retired. You're done. And then I'll retire and I'll do something else. Maybe get a giant train set, which I'm kind of thinking I want really bad. I do want a giant train set. I've been watching a lot of train sets for the last couple of days. So I might take a big hobby in designing trains. That'd be kind of cool to do. And I might give all that information and all that knowledge to somebody else. You definitely won't be getting it. Just to let you know. I might give it to a young YouTuber. Help him up. Teach him how to do the entire thing. Even give him enough money to push it along. All right. So it's great. It's good to get things off my chest every so once in a while. I do pray to my Lord about things, but sometimes it feels good to get things off my chest. It does. People like I said, don't bother me. It's laughable. Because it's like how much energy they put into basically doing so much negative stuff when they could be doing something positive. I mean, if you got that much negative energy, go to a food bank, feed somebody, donate some money to the hungry, go do something positive with it. You know what I mean? Help an old lady walk across the street. Do something, doing something negative all day long. I can tell you something right now, and I guarantee you, bar none, you have my word here when I tell you this. This is how obsessed this guy is with us. I guarantee until this lawsuit comes up, till we go to court, we're not going to mention his name. Matter of fact, his product is coming here. We got to come in here. We got to come here. The guy was offering to buy all your stuff and bring it down here. And we didn't need it. I said, no, we don't need it. We just need. He was nice. I said, we'll buy everything and we'll send it to you. I said, we don't need it. We just need the address. That's all we need. When the paint gets here, you'll see me open up the paint. Well, I'm not gonna open it up. I don't need to open it up. We're gonna bring the paint out here. I'm gonna take it out of the box. We're gonna cover his address up because I don't do that. It's disrespectful. I've never ever displayed this man's address any given time. We don't do that. That's disrespectful. But we're gonna cover his address up so you don't see it, and we'll put that to the side. We'll take the container out so you can see the container, and it's gonna stay. Probably I might get a little glass box for it and put it inside of a glass box. I'm gonna display that in my theater room. And I'm going to put it in there, and you can see that we don't touch it, tamper with it, nothing. It's going to stay in that little box. We got no interest in it at all, period. And for that time, until my court date, until the court date comes up, that we get ready to start getting set up for this thing, I am not going to mention anything about him, not talk about him, speak about him, nothing at all. But I guarantee you, bar none, that he'll be over there doing all kinds of dirty stuff behind our back, or talking about us constantly all the time, or trying to test our products, or trying to slander our name because he just can't seem to stop thinking about us. I swear, man, I'm not trying to be rude here, but you act like an ex. You do. You act like an ex. Putting up fake accounts, making false statements about us, constantly talking about us all the time. Yeah. Sad, man. Sad. We don't bring you up until you basically bring us up. That's how we are. When you bring us up, then we have to come up and we have to defend ourselves. We have to. I'm not going to let you go over top me. But like I said, it's a shame it has to come down. You'll see my face. You'll definitely see my face. Definitely will see it. So then I got to get back to work. I got customers to take care of, things that have to be done. As for your naysayers out there, think you're doing damage, you're not doing nothing at all. At all, period. You're wasting your time. That's what you're doing. That's all you're doing is wasting your time. Tomorrow we'll have another screen paint out. It'll be even more fantastic. This summer we'll have technology. Like I said, I can't wait to get outside. Mind you, I'm telling you, I can't wait to get outside. When you guys are developing your hobby paints and you're stuck inside and you basically can't even show a demonstration of a fully lit environment, I'm amped to get outside and play. All right, so let's give you a challenge. You see this product right here? See how this paint can pull up a black image? Do 11 screen certification on this paint right here, or not on this paint. Make your own. Make your own tan paint, just like this. Produce bone white levels, colors, the whole 9 yards. Show a star field demonstration. Produce a perfect contrast level, and do 11 screens certified. You got time to get the screen together against the technology, against your own technology. As a matter of fact, you have 20 minutes to make it. Make it the same amount of time we did. Make it in 20 minutes and pass all the tests on the same day, all live. And post it below. That's all I'm asking you to do. Anyone you can choose. 20 minutes. All tests passed in one day. And then your final test, outside 1,000 lumens, 13 feet back. So in 20 minutes, you should have this done by now. 20 minutes to make it. After 20 minutes, 3 screens certified. After 3 screens certified, low level lumen demonstration, 1,500 to 1,000 lumens. When that's finished, ultra short throw, and ultra short throw, which means color pattern demonstrations, not just pretty screens, color patterns. When you've done that, 11 screens certified. 11 screens, color pattern demonstration, contrast demonstration, distance throw, 20 feet at only 1,000 lumens. Pull up a star field demonstration, display 190-degree viewing angle. When you get done that, take it outside, pull it back 13 feet, produce a star field demonstration at 190-degree viewing angle, produce the Tron demonstration, produce color pattern demonstration, and then you're done. And all of it has to be done live. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Can't do our demonstrations that we have set back in 2020. We got a screen paint challenge called the Ultimate Screen Paint Challenge. It's been floating around since 2019. We challenged everybody, not just hobbyists, high-end projection screen companies, elite screens, all these big companies do the exact same demonstration we just did out here. The bottom of that page is blank. There's nothing there. No one's ever posted anything at the bottom. The reason why we did that demonstration because we got tired of you people constantly chattering and talking trash about it. So we said, you know what? We'll give you a challenge. Just do the challenge, put it at the bottom, we'll go from there. Nothing. So now either you can do that demonstration where you can get the screen, you can make the screen at 20 minutes, colored screen. We're not talking about traditional gray. We're talking about a color screen, purple, green, any one of those colors to produce that bone level, produce that screen can produce natural colors without having the tint of red or whatever color that's filtered through the screen. If you can't do that one, then the next demonstration you have is a sun killer, which means you would have to be able to display a screen outside at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with a direct hit from the sun, and you will have to be able to pull up a crystal clear image like we did with the fish moving back and forth. You can even see the coral reef, the purple coral reef, the yellow from the fish, the blue from the fish, the red from the fish. Pull it up perfectly outside. I look forward to your demonstrations tomorrow. With that being said, God bless.